This is track 6 from the official Trackmania campaign, and this is the same track but completely frozen over. You are about to watch the most satisfying ice records on some of the weirdest and hardest icy campaign tracks ever. In January, you donated a total of 1,600 euros for exactly this cause. Thanks a lot. I would of course absolutely love to see an equally awesome icy spring campaign, so I once again ask you for your financial support. Consider donating to Icy Spring, get a premium spot on the nice sponsor sign, and a warm, or rather cool feeling of supporting this fun project and their players. 100% of your donation goes into the prize pool. Links are down below, of course. I would absolutely love to have another packed season. Thank you very much for considering, and now without further ado, let's jump in. Lights out and away we go. We are always watching the top 5 records as always. You will notice the usual suspects appearing a lot. The reigning champion Mika, followed by Elcon, but there were a few new names which I am always excited about. Apart from those two, you should definitely keep an eye out for Medicine this season. First track was really about optimizing Ice Light, not too much going on here except for Mika only being in the second row, Medicine taking the first world record, then Tiger Shark, then Mika. Let's see where this leads. Map 2, best track at highlighting a small issue on ice still, in too many cases crashing into the walls. Is quite a bit faster, which looks a bit weird, but I'm torn. In some places it's also kind of cool, but we'll see. Maybe we will remove a few walls next season. For now, let's watch Medicine as he crashes his way into the finish. Look at this, touching every wall while being the fastest at it. As you probably know, these records videos are my favorite thing on this channel and I want everyone to see them, so please like this video, it's very important, and also leave a comment, it helps so much. As we're playing the ice tracks, maybe let me know your favorite ice cream flavor. Mine is chocolate mint, maybe strawberry. Just put that down below, it would help a lot. Thanks a lot. Let's focus back on the track as Mika overtakes in the air actually on the finish line, taking map 3 just ahead of Gus Silly Pants. Map 4, in the normal campaign the tracks increase in difficulty. That generally holds true for the icy campaign as well. But of course these tracks were not meant to be full ice, so they can be incredibly janky and at sometimes impossible. And already at map 4, the half loop to the finish coming up is really hard. I called it the total grave as many runs died car upside down just before the finish line. You're gonna see here, it's very close. But these players of course made it in. Mika with another world record on 04. On 05 we have something happening that never happened before. Camera is on Arlick the Garlic, great name here, a Canadian player. Also nice to see some players from the American continent. And yeah, keep an eye out for Arlick the Garlic in the leaderboard at the end. But for now let's follow the race. 05, kind of cool map except for the bump in the beginning, that was very annoying. As Arlick the Garlic keeps up with Mika and Mime, actually, a TMGL player, great XDD skin. We're nearing the finish, and who's it gonna be? It looks like Arlick the Garlic in third, but look here, he's actually number 6. So this is the first time someone drove a record after the deadline, so it's not gonna count towards the points in the end, but it was the 3rd best time, so I still included it. Another weird start on map 06 into an ice light, and this jump, so satisfying, but it took the players about a week until someone made this clean. And by the way, Röfhal in the mix on the right there, that gives me an opportunity to thank Röfhal and also Nizor for helping me build these tracks in the beginning. I hope you will help me again in Icy Spring. Either way, thank you very much for helping. And map 6 goes to Medicine, followed by Rooftops. Finally, a map with my favorite trick in the game. Wait for it. Ugh. Absolutely beautiful. I love the 360s. Included a small counter here. Let's see how many we will get in the Icy campaign. For now, map 07, Medicine in the lead. As I told you, Medicine this season very strong. Mika a little bit behind, but if you didn't know, Mika is not known to be the best player at the start of a track, but somehow he always makes it back, and that's exactly what he's doing here as well. Mika taking map 07 in the second half away from Medicine. Medicine second. Map 8 is my best author time, I would say. The first 10 author times are driven by me, by the way, and then the author times 11 to 25 are driven by Rooftops and Nizor, who are way better, but this one I think I did well, but still. These top 5 players demolished my author time by over 3 seconds, and you see it, how clean Elcon is doing the bobsleigh into the finish. This is a 28.5. Top 5 being Elcon, Mika, Tiger Shark, Medicine, and a new name, Duzek. As we jump into map 9, very special track because of the Agnor challenge. A bounty of 200 euros extra were set out on this track, and if you haven't seen my last video about this track in specific, you should go and watch it. Odgore has had the world record but was overtaken in the meantime and then took the record back. So this record is even more optimized than it was last time, maybe being the most optimized record, close to perfect, ever in one of the Icy campaign tracks. Odgore winning 200 euros bounty for this specific map. Very impressive. As we jump into map 10, video on this small ledge that I made customly, also this pipe, to make this map possible, or so I thought. These players will now show us that those tweaks were not needed at all. Second thing to mention, Mark from Twitch on screen. He has done it again, setting out to get one top 5 to make it into this video, and has done exactly that once again. Winke, check out Mark from Twitch on Twitch. Yeah. For now, jumping ahead to random player, also doing this incredibly well, fighting in the end with Mika, and has a better jump here. Let's see who is it gonna be. It's very close in the ending. They're basically similar. Ooh, that was, I think Mika had a little bit more speed. Oh yes, 7 thousandths in the end. Random player in second, very close, wow. The bobsleigh map. Not a lot of has changed, you might think, but it's actually quite a bit where you have to adapt. No rest for the wicked here. Medicine with an amazing start. Camera is on Mika though, overtaking Kizo. And let's see if Mika can work his magic again. As I told you beforehand, his starts not known to be the best, but somehow with his consistency always makes it back. So actually he's getting close here. I don't remember if he's overtaking or will it be close. Oh no, it looks like Mika actually has more speed into the last corner, doing this very well. Someone else pushed in. That must have been Elcon, I think. Let's see the scoreboard. Very close top 3. It was Mika, Medicine, and Elcon actually overtook Medicine as well into second place. Crazy. Track 12, this one got quite some recognition on virtual stream and also some others, as the author time was quite hard and it took them a while to get it. And apparently this track is a bit addicting, I guess. And in the end, the 46.8 author time by Nizor was beaten, also including a new technique coming up. But you can take a guess on how much will these top 5 records push the 46 down. Because it's crazy. Here's the new technique, the plastic wall guides you around the corner, and here we're gonna see it. Actually, is Mika overtaking again in the end? Yes, he is. Oh, filthy. by 500s, a 44.1 by Mika. That's insane. And we see Virtual still on top 9. When top 5, Virtual? Come on. Next map, the start was kinda interesting because the ice boosters are stronger than the normal variant, so if you don't release, you will crash into that sign. So of course these players released the correct amount. Elcon getting ahead here, and the next slide is kinda scary because as I told you, these maps are of course not meant to be full ice, so in certain areas the turns can be very prone to slide outs. But these players are so good that they basically have a perfect feeling for when they will slide out. They only slide out because they always push it to the limit, and that's the case. And this ending, very interesting. We thought the top finish wasn't possible, but look at this. 2 players actually made it into the top finish, or 3. I think Alcon, Mika and Medicine made it into the top finish. The other 2 bottom finish, still good enough for the top 5. Map 14, also made a video about this track because it has a very interesting cut over a no engine block. No engine and ice just don't mix well, but it was still interesting to have it in one of these tracks. And we're gonna see these records are actually so old because the players just hated this track, secured their records and then never tried again. Look at this strategy, crashing into the wall, completely praying. Mika gets quite the slowdown, Medicine makes it, and the others now kind of pepegaing here, but Medicine getting ahead, kind of a corrective 360, and he will drive through the track very cleanly, getting a nice world record on not the weirdest, but maybe the second weirdest track this season. Wait for 23. Map 15, featuring something we haven't seen before, which is cruise control on ice. That's gonna be interesting because with a cruise control block you cannot release anymore. The car is always accelerating until a certain point, and releasing is a core mechanic of ice, so it's very weird to get this. Mika far ahead, but actually clips on the wall here. Oh, gets overtaken by Vitor Lol 22 and catches it up immediately after. Vitor Lol, that was your chance. Oh, will he make it back? He's still on screen. Last turn with cruise control is very weird. If you overturn, you're out. No, Mika is doing this very well. Vitor Low and Elcon. Oh, 360 by Elcon correctively. I think with that he overtook Vitor. No, he didn't overtake Vitor Lol. Vitor Lol in second and Mika in first on map 15. 16, nice track. I like these dirt ice blocks. They push you back into the track. Very forgiving. As we see Alcon zooming ahead with an insane start. Camera is on Mika though, so I'm not really sure. I assume Mika will do his magic here again. A slow start and then somehow catch up. But I'm not sure if he will make it into first again from this point on. We see him catching up though. The players ahead very close together, and Mika is kind of catching up. 360 by Mika with a wall bang by Medicine as well. 360 by Alcon here, and actually Mika with that line. What? Okay, very slow start and then actually making it into world record place. Is that true? Yes, that is true. Alcon close behind. That is Mika magic for you. 59.79 on map 16. Also Ope's record only 45 minutes old, and Medicine's record, I think the most recent, 1 or 2 minutes before the deadline. Insane. On to one of the craziest track this season, and maybe the hardest track ever to finish. I am not sure. Map 17 features some quarter pipe jumps, and the last one is so crazy hard to do. I never made this track to the finish. It's too hard. This first one is possible. Still, Mika with a 360 up here, 4 style points, then a sideways jump into this, but all of this is fun and games until the jump in the end. Let's see. Going sideways into the tunnel with the perfect inputs. Jumping ahead, Madison with the 360 bonks at the corner, but Mika with the ultra low landing, securing first place ahead of Yeet, Varti, Mime, Madison and Tiger Shark. That was an insane track, insane records. My god. Okay, next track, this one quite long, and I thought this might turn out to be a cool one, but actually the players told me this was more of an annoying track. As I said before, we cannot really control how these tracks turn out, but in that also lies the fun of it. It's a little bit like a puzzle, and the best players in the world are smoothing out the lines over the hunting period, and in the end we get some really nice records. That's the fun of it, right? Anyways, we see a very good fight here between Tiger Shark and Mika approaching the finish. Right now Tiger Shark ahead of Mika. That is not an easy thing to do. Lost it here a little bit. No, they're still head to head. Who's gonna take it in the end? There's only one left turn remaining, and then there's the finish with a cheeky little hole before it you have to avoid. And oh no, Mika with a better exit speed actually takes it in the last corner. Unfortunate for Tiger Shark by 0.27 seconds, quite a lot on map 18. Map 19, quite a fun one, cool start, 360 jump because of course the ice boosters again too strong. Upwards to here, and that start really cool to me. Then there's some awkward bounces like this one here. Look at this. Oof, barely avoiding the checkpoint. That is not easy to do. But Mika ahead of everyone else right now. Let's see if anyone can still catch up. But Mika, of course, known to be able to catch up in the second half. Oh, camera back to Elcon. We see there's quite a bit of a gap between Mika and the others, so we'll see. Oh yeah, very interesting strategy here. This track is unchanged. This booster was here on the normal track as well, and you grind the wall to take the booster. It's faster on the ice variant. Very cool. Now the ending jump. Oh, and I remember. Watch this, watch this. Super. Elcon jumping in, sniping Mika's record in the last turn backwards. Let's see how that happened. We gotta watch that again. Nothing unusual yet. There is some snow after the red booster, so yep, he clips and launches himself over the snow. Madison actually doing the same thing here, and with that sniping away the world record. So cool. Elcon with the world record into the next map. This one also very interesting because there's a safe way. It's easy to finish this map, but of course for the top 5 you cannot do the safe way, so we'll see what that is about in a bit. Madison launching ahead. Oh, he's too fast for this turn. Has to do a corrective 360 for the style points, but that gives Mika and Elcon the opportunity to capitalize on this. Could we call it a mistake? I don't think so. 360, never a mistake. Madison and Mika and Elcon now in the lead. And this is the tough part. You need every kilometer per hour that you can get up into this looping because the jump afterwards is so tight. Look at this. Ooh, hey, they actually made it by quite a bit, but it's really hard to get this. And now the sideways setup in cam 3 into the ice slide, also very hard to do. Keeping the ice slide all the way up to the finish. Elcon clipping a little bit, but Mika was ahead anyways. Another world record for Mika ahead of Elcon and Madison. Oh, another interesting track. You need to manage your gear here, otherwise you cannot make this jump. the three usual suspects and Mime and Walshy in the top 5. Let's see who takes it on this journey of a map. Lots of different stuff to manage. First of all, this downhill slide into the ice cave. Very cool. By the way, if you wanna watch this whole ice record video without me talking, check the description. There's another version, unlisted video without my commentary. But you will miss a lot of important information. But it's very soothing. Okay, now this jump, one of the coolest. Downhill, very hard to avoid the ice slide and then slide all the way along this hillside into the next checkpoint. I think that looks amazing. And Walshy actually up to second place, but Elcon with more speed into the last right turn over the black surface, and now it's just straight to the finish. It looks like Elcon has this. We can look back, quite close, Mika behind, Walshy in third, Mime and Medicine close behind. 4 more maps to go. This one, the ice map of the official campaign. But yeah, I was hoping for a little bit more ice since it was the winter season, but this is what we got. And for this map we made a special exception and froze over the black surface bits as well. Otherwise this map would have been very similar. And this one I think actually was improved by the ice. So in my opinion cooler than the normal version. And you can see it's an extremely close fight on this one. Okay, not anymore, someone clipped, but still Medicine, Mika and Elcon, the usual suspects ahead of the 2 others. Elcon in the lead, and it's only a downhill, some ice wiggles coming out and a weird left turn with reactor boost. This is quite hard to manage. Let's see who does it best. Can Mika overtake in the last slide? It looks like he actually can. Oh, yes. That was very close. Yeah, Mika took it. Medicine and Elcon behind. Tiger Shark and Gelb, a new name. Gelb on 5th. And we made it to the weirdest map so far, even in the normal campaign. I think Nadeo looked at a list of all blocks they haven't used so far and then just crammed them all in one map. It has a charm to it, definitely. But it's very hard to do, especially when you freeze it over with the hardest surface in the game. You will see what I mean. Camera is on Mika because he's the only one who made it clean through this part coming up. Red booster on ice, 360 to the left, no brakes, into fragile. And look at how beautiful, buttery smooth he made it through this. Another 360 into this checkpoint and the reset ring. Wow. That was so satisfying. This is what you spend your money for on the prize pool. If you made it this far in the video, consider donating to Icy Spring, or at least give this video a like if you haven't so far. Overhead camera shows that there's quite a bit of a gap already, but nothing Mika cannot lose still. But let's see, there's a few slides, very slow in these 3 blocked blocks still left, and then a jump to the left, and then there's a slalom part with boosters where you're going way too fast on ice since the ice boosters are too strong. Let's see how Mika handles it. No steering in the end as well. Made it through beautifully. I see some 360s in the back. Very interesting map. Mika takes it once again. Scrappy on 7th. And we're in for another treat on 24. Look at the start. The sausage backwards jump into an ice slide into the reactor boost. Insane strategy here in the beginning. And this map is part of the Agnor challenge. The bounty on this world record was also 200 euros. So we see a little bit of a different lineup. The Germo and Snox trying to get the 200 euros, but Mika in front. Oh, Germo with a 360 here after touching the wall. And this map is very long and difficult, so anything can still happen here. But we'll see. It was also hunted quite a bit since there's a 200 bucks extra to win. Red booster turnaround. Mika doing it the best. Let's see the map from Mika's perspective, showing off his art form. The sausage turn is so satisfying. And we're coming up to a looping where you need to retain your speed, otherwise you will drop down. Looks like Mika is doing this very well. Someone is kind of close behind, but we're nearing the finish, and it looks like the 200 euros actually will go to the ice god himself. Oh, Elkon close behind, but 200 bucks to Elkon. Germu in 4th, and one player is missing. Dirty Duck in 5th. Very hard map, you can see it in the gaps. 8 seconds between 1st and 5th. Crazy. And of course the 200 bucks for Mika. GG's. Last map, thank you to the sponsors once again. Agnor, Symptom, Röfer, Rope, Luminance, Jaroslav, Jörn, Henry, Yatagarazu, Noah, Jacob, Enupopeno and Chilex in particular. Here it is, map 25. Let's jump in. I hope you appreciated the custom cameras. I tried to keep it unobtrusive, but also fun. I think I did a good job, but feel free to tell me otherwise in the comments. And we see Mika one last time. Elkon ahead though, Medicine in the mix. And this map, they told me, is actually quite fun. And since the normal variant is plastic with water wheels, I think anything would be more fun than that. But that's just me personally. Let's focus on the track. Mika and Elkon fighting it out. Mika with a little bit more speed, now overtaking Elkon. No, actually not. Not yet, maybe. We'll see who takes the last map. This was such a nice season. I hope you enjoyed it as well, and I will see you next season as well. Mika and Elkon fighting over this last track. Still a bit of a weird jump here, and now there's a 180 to the left with a small cut here over the snow, and actually Elkon with more speed over the snow, and oh my god, it's very, very close. I think Elkon has a little bit more speed, but in the end it's Mika taking the last map ahead of Elkon, Medicine, Kiso and Teuflum. GG. That was it. Now the only thing left is to see who won it overall. A first place gives 40,000 points, a second 20,000, 10,000 for third, and so on. Top 10 to top 6, Mime, Real Roy Boy, Riser, Gus Silipens and Teuflum. Very respectable score, but money only for the top 5. First person to win something is Kiso TM, winning 50 bucks. Tiger Shark winning 100 bucks. And then Medicine winning 200 bucks and Elkon 250. Elkon has actually overtaken Medicine in the last hour. It was so extremely close and also involved a bit of luck that he was able to do that. So Elkon has decided to split the difference between Medicine and Elkon. So both of them will be winning 225. And as always, who's it gonna be? Mika TM winning the 400 bucks for first place with a score of 800,000 points. And on top of that, the Agnor challenge of map 24, making it a 600 euro winning this season. Last thing for today, let's check who won the raffle. And the winner of the 200 euro raffle this season, Icy Winter 2022, is... Imagine Elkon. Sir Fuzzball! Write me a Discord message to get the money. Thank you for watching and being here. If you can't get enough of the Icy records, maybe check out this video from last season or this other video highlighting one of the tracks that we had this season. Until next time, goodbye.